Alright, what's going on, guys? So we are down in Gainesville. It was probably about a 30-minute drive south. We're going to be fishing this little creek behind me. So this North Florida series has not been going well. Hopefully this little creek produces something cool, but I do not have high hopes. And I really didn't want to wade, but I think we're going to have to wade to have any sort of success here. I waded in my last video this morning before lunch, and I got these new I guess you could call them water shoes, and I got some blisters. So really didn't want to wade, but I think we're gonna have to do that to have any sort of chance at any sort of cool species here. So metallic shiners would still be cool. Maybe they're here, maybe they're not. Brown darters would be cool. Maybe they're here, maybe they're not. But hopefully there's some fish down there because I haven't seen any yet. So let's go ahead and let's do it. Alright guys, so here is the creek. I've been waiting now for about 5 minutes, and yes, I did decide to wade because that's going to give me the best chance of catching some fish. And there's actually a lot of fish here. However, it's mostly sunfish. Some of them are even on beds. But I did just find two little smaller elongated fish, which may be some sort of shiners. Let me see if I can present my bait to those guys. Oh, that's not going to work. So this creek is obviously very shallow. The bottom's very clear, so I can see the fish well. The water's also very clear, but they can also see me very well. So they are getting spooked really, really easily. So I don't know how well this is going to work, but let's persevere here a little bit, and hopefully we can catch something, and hopefully something cool. Got him. What kind of shiner is this? Let's get him up above the sand here, and let's take a look at him. All right. This guy flopped off the hook as soon as I got him like over the sand, so good thing I did that. And this is definitely a new species for my life list. I believe this is the metallic shiner that I was looking for the last 2 days. These guys seem to be pretty sensitive. It's certainly a new species because I've never caught it before. Oh, don't die on me, dude. Are these guys really that sensitive? I know he dropped down the sand for a minute, but there is a better look at it. I believe it's a metallic shiner. Certainly one of those like Pteranotropus genus shiners, which I believe metallic are the only ones found in this part of the state. And I can't believe we finally got one. Took a while to get these guys to bite. There was a school of like 6, 8, or 10 of them hanging out over there. They spooked pretty easily. Thankfully I hid behind this little bush here for a second, and we finally got one. So really, really cool catch. Glad I stopped by here. Don't know what else to say, but let's get it back. Let's keep fishing. Maybe we'll find something else pretty cool in this little creek, just like we did with this little guy. Oh, come on, dude. You gonna be alright? Alright, let's get this guy back. See if we can get one more of these guys. There's a school of them down there. Did he bite? I don't think he bit, but I don't think, well, I know he didn't get hooked, but I think he bit. There's a couple of them down there. He bit again. I keep saying he like it's the same one, but I don't think it's the same one that keeps biting. There's like, I don't know, 8 or 10 of them down there. Trying to hide over here, out of sight, because these guys spook pretty easily. I already spooked a couple of them in some different spots earlier on. Oh. It's also hard to set the hook over here, because I can't pull straight up with all these branches and roots and everything in the way. Come on. Oh, I had him. See, this kind of fishing is difficult. I know a lot of people look down on microfishing, but this is hard. Like, I just spent the last 2 days driving all over North Florida looking for these guys. Finally find them, and even though they're biting, It's so hard to hook up with these little fish. Got one. Let's take a look at this guy. Alright, so this guy's certainly shiner size, but it's obviously not a shiner. This is some sort of a black bass. Here, I believe the only one that it could possibly be is the Florida largemouth bass. Definitely wasn't expecting this. I was sure I had another shiner on, but this is certainly not a shiner. So it is a really cool catch. You don't see them this size too often. But let's get it back and we'll try to get another shiner. Got him. Just another shiner. Looks like it. Let's take a look at this guy. Alright, I believe this guy is slightly smaller, but this is such a beautiful species. It's got some really nice, shiny, orangish yellow. That stripe along the body. It's like an iridescent purplish black, orange stripe above. It's got these yellow fins. Really, really good looking fish. So well worth the trip up here. Some people think that I'm crazy for driving 6.5 hours and spending 2 or 3 days driving around looking for a fish like this. And you can think that, but I'm still having a really good time doing it. So another little shiner on the bank. Let's get it back and let's keep fishing. Got him. Let's take a look at this guy. Alright, so here is our, what I believe is third metallic shiner of the day. So it's our second school that we found. That actually school looks pretty good. They're a little bit larger, I think, as a whole than that other first school that I found. Really, really nice looking shiner species, like I said before. So hope you guys like metallic shiners, because I don't think there's going to be too many other fish species in this video. But yeah, love doing this kind of fishing. 6.5 hour drive up here, well worth it. Got him. What is this? Oh, this is a big mosquito fish. Alright, so I don't know if the 3 or 4 fish I saw down there were all big mosquito fish, because they were all about this size. And this is, this is a big mosquito fish. Might be my PB eastern mosquito fish. It is a pregnant female. I did my best not to squeeze the babies out of her taking the hook out. But another new species out of this little creek, although it is not one that I am particularly interested in. What is this little guy? Yep, that's going to be a smaller eastern mosquito fish. Alright, so no photo tank for this guy. It is another eastern mosquito fish. I don't know if they were all eastern mosquito fish down there, but the 2 fish we caught out of there were easterns. So let's get this guy back and let's keep fishing. Another eastern. Alright, so it's our 3rd eastern mosquito fish out of this little hole right here. And I believe this is our 2nd pregnant female, although it is much, much smaller than that first pregnant female we caught. So yeah, I'm guessing these are all eastern mosquito fish. Let's move on. Let's catch maybe one more fish from one more spot, and then we'll call it a day. Got him, little guy. Alright, so it appears to be another metallic shiner. This creek just has so many of these guys. I was hoping I would be able to find maybe one school of them, but every single school of shiners is all these guys. There's no other species of shiners here, at least none that I've been able to find. This guy's on the smaller side, maybe the smallest one I've caught today. But it's these guys, eastern mosquito fish. I know we caught one largemouth. I haven't seen any other largemouths. And then a lot of sunfish. I think they're spotted. But yeah, I'm surprised this is the only shiner species here, at least that I've been able to find. So yeah, really, really good looking fish. Like the other ones, love the coloration on these guys. Yeah, let's get it back, and I believe we are now going to wrap it up because I am pretty happy. These little shiners made my day. Alright guys, so that's going to do it, and what a great fishing session this ended up being. My goal coming up here to North Florida was to catch either or both a metallic shiner and a brown darter. We struck out on both of those for the last 3-ish fishing sessions, and then right now I didn't have high hopes, but I figured why not, we might as well give it a shot. And this creek had a lot of metallic shiners. Don't know how many we caught, but it was a pretty good number. They're a little difficult to catch. They're very skittish. I don't know if that is their nature or if it's because this creek has very clear water and very shallow water, so they can see me really well. There's a mosquito on the camera. As long as it's on the camera, not on me, I'm okay. But yeah, I don't know if it's because the water is so shallow or the water is so clear that they can see me really well, or it's just naturally metallic shiners are that skittish. But it was challenging to catch them, but with so many here, if I just hit a little bit where they couldn't see me directly, if I wasn't right on top of them, it was still pretty easy to get them. I got a couple consistently. But yeah, who would have thought out of this little creek we would have got our target species? But yeah, 6.5 hour drive up here, well worth it. Hope you guys like the metallic shiner. Hope you guys like this video, and I will see you guys next time.